Hi everyone and welcome to the CruiseAway show with Derek and Joe.
Hello.
And this is the show you can't afford to miss as we take you on incredible cruise and stay adventures with Carnival Cruise Line. The fun ships are waiting for you.
Yeah, that's right. Get ready to kick back, relax and enjoy all of the fun stuff on Carnival's fabulous fleet. This time we are taking repositioning adventures on the Carnival Adventure and Encounter, two very familiar ships in Oz, and offering something fun, lively and adventurous for everyone to enjoy.
So let's get some adventures booked and in the diary to look forward to for both next year and in 2027, making some early bird savings and some memorable trips to look forward to. Let's start with something closer to home. We're going to do coastal cities to exotic islands for a 3-week trip at the end of January in 27. And our first couple of weeks on this Dream Away are on the Carnival Adventure, leaving out of Sydney and waiting for you to get on board. Oh, wow. I mean, take everybody with you as well. Take the whole family.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sydney, honestly, has one of the most spectacular sail outs in the world. You'll know if you've cruised out of Sydney. I mean, it's just right on our doorstep. It can't be beaten. Going on, under the harbour bridge and stuff like that. It's just incredible. And the fun ships, they are called the fun ships for a reason. I mean, around every turn on a Carnival ship, you'll find something exciting going on. It's an infectious energy that kind of always beckons you in to be part of it, in not a contrived way, but in a genuine, real belly laugh, full-on laughter from your head to your toe kind of way. That's the thing about Carnival. Whether it's enjoying a show in the theatre and getting involved, or some comedy, or maybe just a good old dance party. There's something for everybody. And if you are, look, even if you're not particularly a party animal, when you're on Carnival, it's interesting because you find yourself participating in things that maybe you haven't thought of doing before. And that's the thing I love about cruise too. A cruise always kind of helps to broaden your horizons because it's like a comfort zone for trying new things, really.
Yeah, it is. It's a good way of. It's funny, because you take friends or family away on a trip like this, and it kind of brings people out of themselves.
Yes.
It brings sometimes the quietest and the shyest people. You think, hang on a second. You're in the conga around the deck. Yeah. What's going on here? It's great, and it's great to see that in people as well. I mean, that's half of the joy of a holiday, isn't it? Is taking you out of your everyday, doing something a little bit different, doing something that maybe in the past, let's be honest, there's a lot of people out there who say, oh, I could never cruise, and they'll give you a whole list of reasons as to why they would never cruise. Well, listen, this is all the fun they're missing out on. Yeah. This is all the great food they're missing out on, the great parties and activities, and the great times of the day where you're doing absolutely nothing, weighted on head and foot. It's amazing. Honestly, it's just brilliant. Yeah. I mean, why would you not want to holiday like this is more the question, isn't it? And you've got 2 weeks of gorgeous holiday coming your way. So we're sailing, remember, out of Sydney? Yes,
straight to the reef, first of all, Early Beach, where you can take a helicopter, you can take a glass bottom boat, you snorkel, kayak, dive, experience one of the 7 wonders of the world, our Great Barrier Reef. Next up, we're into Darwin, and up in Darwin, of course, there is lots of wildlife. You might want to head to the Mary River National Park, where you can cruise through the wetlands, seeing the crocs potentially and other wildlife in the natural habitat. The wetlands are fascinating. We're into Benwara, and this is the port for Bali. Now, you might want to head on over and enjoy your monkey forest, which is very, very fun, or see some of the silversmithing workshops in a bird, all of the healthy cafes and yoga studios there as well. Lombok's next, and this is off the coast of Bali. This is completely natural paradise with not even any motor vehicles on the island, so you can head on walk around by foot or do a sand bike or a 4x4 tour. Now we're going to disembark in Singapore, and you'll have 2 nights to enjoy beautiful Singapore, nice relaxing end to your stay. Whether you are a culture vulture or you're someone that loves the natural habitats, the Singapore Zoo is fantastic, or a bit of shopping, there's something for everyone really in Singapore.
Oh, it's not the end of the holiday yet.
It's not the end. It is not, because we're going to fly you over to Bali for 5 nights.
Wonderful.
Look look at those vistas, I mean, what you just saw there were the incredible paddy fields, which are, you've got to do a tour through the paddy fields if you can, but with one of the local guides. It's a wonderful thing to do, to learn about really the culture and the ecology of this magical island. They call it the Island of the Gods. It is full of some of the most beautiful temples you'll ever see as well. Then we're going to fly you back to Australia. Nice, easy, short flight back to Oz after this adventure.
How's that for a holiday, right? I mean,
wow.
Here, there and everywhere. You get a little taste of Bali, and then you get a real nice, satisfying, lavish lunch of Bali almost, don't you, there for 5 nights at the end. It's wonderful. So you've kind of got a mix of everything going on here, haven't you? And there is always more trip to enjoy when you book with us here at CruiseAway. 2 weeks of Carnival cruising, and your city stays for 2 nights in Singapore and 5 nights in Bali, and your flights included. Check this out, for a price tag. What are you thinking? You weren't thinking that low, were you? You were not thinking that low, were you? For all of that. And your holiday can start actually today by talking to our team, putting down the low deposit, because this will sell out without a doubt. You're getting this in your diary right now for 2027. So low deposit today gets that price locked. That's the 2-week cruise, full board on Carnival Adventure, sailing out of Sydney, enjoying the wonderful and fabulous entertainment, the range of dining on board, the activities, there's always something going on, the Edge Adventure Park, of course, the parties, the great times as you cruise around the top end and then off to Bali and Lombok. Cruise ends in Singapore, but the holiday doesn't, because we've got 2 nights in a hotel there included. And then you fly from Singapore to Denpasar in Bali for a 5-night break in a hotel there as well. That's also included in the price. We even fly you back from Bali for that price tag. It's amazing. What a holiday. And here's everything that's included. You should jump on this straight away, honestly, because if you don't, someone else will. Everyone else will. And now we've said it on TV, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing.
Right.
It's a good thing because it's a great holiday and a great price. It's a bad thing because so many people have just seen it. So I would get in super quick with a deposit and get it bagged right now. You've got some great upgrades there as well. Remember, this is a 2-week cruise. So $400 for your ocean view across a 2-week cruise. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The balcony is stunning. Maybe a suite. Why not? Why not a suite? Why not a special holiday? I mean, this is special enough already. You're going to have a great time in Bali at the end of this as well. You are going to love it. You might do a little retreat while you're there. You might do a little yoga retreat while you're there. That would be incredible. Anyway, listen, call us right now. You've got the number on your screen. It's toll free 1300 411 968. And listen, if there's anybody in the room right now that needs convincing of why a cruise is such a good idea, is everyone paying attention? Okay, good. Have a look at this.
When you choose to cruise, you'll experience one of the best value holidays with so much included as standard. Your floating resort will take you to multiple destinations in one trip, where you'll wake up to a new view every day and only have to unpack once. Your ensuite accommodation will have everything you need to feel right at home, with a daily service provided by your personal cabin steward. Around the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take part in various activities, which can include quizzes, dance classes, game shows, movie screenings, lectures, and much more. If that sounds too much, then feel free to relax, unwind, and watch the world go by in a solarium or around one of the pools, or even in a hot tub. If you're cruising with a family, then the little ones will be well taken care of, with a range of kids clubs available for all ages from morning till late. Plus, no matter the age, everyone can have a thrilling time with rock climbing walls, zip lines, water parks, skating, simulators, and even bumper cars. When it comes to food, you'll never go hungry on a cruise, with options available right around the clock. Enjoy fine dining with waiter service in one of the main restaurants, or opt for something more casual in the self-service buffet. There's also snacks and room service available too. And as the sun goes down, that's when the ship really comes to life. Every evening, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to entertainment, from Broadway-style shows in the lavish theatre to live music, comedy, karaoke, silent discos, as well as onboard nightclubs, allowing you to dance the night away. So, if you want more holiday for less dollar, make sure you choose to cruise.
Yeah, and actually, if you need to show anyone that's not in the room right now, remember, all of our shows are on our YouTube channel as well. So just go to YouTube, search CruiseAway Australia. You'll find all of the shows there. So you can wave that video at anybody that needs to see it if they need talking into. Let's face it, a good time. A good time, a different holiday. It's amazing.
Yeah. It really is. And if you've never cruised before, these trips are a great first taste of enjoying all the value they offer. All of your meals, great facilities, wonderful cabins, the great shows and activities, of course, that happen every day on board. They're all brilliant. Let's take a Bali to Brisbane encounter now, over 22 nights for next February, flying from Brisbane out to wonderful Denpasar on Bali. And let's check into a wonderful and relaxing hotel for a 5-night stay to begin your getaway.
Sounds all right to me.
Namaste. Namaste here all day, as they say. Now, it does feel like that when you're in Bali because it's so relaxing. It really just, the minute you set foot off the plane, you will just feel like such a warm welcome, and the Indonesians are incredibly accommodating, friendly people. Even the airport's relaxing. They've got like a Zen garden there. Then we're going to fly you to Singapore. Talking about another great airport, Changi International has their butterfly sanctuary right there at the airport. Isn't that crazy? I love it. And of course, Singapore has lots of wonderful shopping opportunities. If you love to shop, you've got 2 nights in a hotel. You can head to Gardens by the Bay. You can head to Singapore Zoo. You can head to, Sentosa Island nearby. Then it's time to cruise on board the Carnival Encounter. You're going to be on board for 15 nights on the Carnival Encounter, which is a ship that joined the Carnival fleet from P&O Australia in only a couple of months ago, actually, which is wonderful. It's been carnivalized, basically. But you still have a lot of the hallmarks that so many of us are familiar with our own P&O Australia brand. So some of your favourite restaurants and things like that still associated with that. But it has been also upgraded and changed to give you a whole new experience. So I really love that, actually, offering you something new that is also familiar. You might want to zip line. You've got lots of activities. You've got the water slides, of course. So if you are travelling with the kids, grandkids, extended family, there's something for everybody, no matter what they like to do. It's something for someone in your group that is obsessed with going to the gym. They can go every day. They can play tennis. You might have people that just aren't interested in any of the activities that you're traveling with, which is great because they can just sit and read if they want to. Or you get together and play group games. This is why so many people love to cruise for things like family reunions and in groups, because there's something really to suit everybody. Yeah, it's very true, actually. I mean, if you are celebrating, something big, it might be, somebody's 50th or, some kind of family get together. It is brilliant because everyone has, as Joe says, your own choices. You can indulge in your own things. You can all meet together for shows and for dinner and, and certain key things during the day. But you've kind of got that freedom that you don't have when you stay in a regular hotel. Even down to the fact that if you fancy in the middle of the day, and this is something I do quite a lot on a cruise as well, because I'll get up too early because I don't want to miss breakfast. Yeah. So I'll go down to breakfast and then I'll go and do a few bits and pieces and whatever. And then in the middle of the afternoon, I think, I'm going to have a big night tonight. So actually, I might just have a couple of hours in the afternoon, just either on a lounger, somewhere quiet, somewhere out of the way, or I'll go back to the cabin and disappear for a couple of hours there. It's wonderful. It's nice to have that choice and really switch off. Afternoon naps. You can have them when you're on a cruise, you're on holiday. It's almost the law. Yes. We're cruising out of Singapore, and a couple of days at sea is going to see us into Lombok, which many say is like Bali 30 years ago. So lots of gorgeous nature. You have the rainforests, tons of waterfalls. I'd definitely recommend doing a bike tour around the island if you can. You've got to have a dragon fruit cocktail daiquiri. Benua Bali next up for you, and that has, of course, the incredible tranquil vibe that Bali boasts. You might want to head to the hot springs or do a little bit of shopping downtown in Kuta. They've got some great markets. Then we're into Darwin, a bit closer to home now. Maybe you're going to go on a spectacular jumping crocodile cruise. Witness those crocs potentially jumping out of the water. It's quite thrilling. Of course, they feed them and they jump out. It's very fun. Then it's Cairns, and you can, talking about the crocs, you can head to swim with saltwater crocodiles in Hartley's Crocodile Adventures as well. Maybe head up to the Atherton Tablelands by hot air balloon. That would be an amazing trip, I think, for sure. Airlie Beach is up next. And I mean, talking about visiting these ports or seeing them by air, this is the one. If you're going to do it, you've got to do it over Hart Reef. You know, heading on up there in a float plane or helicopter would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We're going to then cruise into Brisbane, where you're just going to stroll off. And if this is your neck of the woods, you might not have far to go. I love it.
It's fantastic, this, isn't it? It's almost like a carbon copy of the previous offer, but in reverse.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite nice. And of course, this one is to and from Brisbane. But again, you can see the appeal of this. You can see how the fact that it's almost like a, you know, like a three-sided holiday, if you like, because you've got that wonderful break over in Bali, and then you've got that city stay in Singapore, and then you've got that fabulous cruise, which is, you know, which is more cruise nights, really, than you would expect for the kind of prices that we offer. Talking of which, here at CruiseAway, we only offer the best value deals. I want you to take a look at this now for your 22-night getaway from Brisbane. Look. I know. Hey, that's the same price as the first one, isn't it? That's ridiculous. That is crazy. Again, if you just think about it, 22 nights of holiday just around the corner for that kind of price tag would be great. But you're doing such a variety of different things here. Sheer bliss, best of both worlds. Flying first from Brisbane over to Bali for 5-night hotel stay there, relax, unwind, explore, before then flying over to Singapore for a 2-night city stay there in a hotel. And then it's your cruise home to Brisbane, the long way home, over 15 fabulous nights on the Carnival Encounter, enjoying a wonderful balance of fun on the ship and exploring in the ports as well, with more time to enjoy as you cruise Indonesia to Lombok and Bali. Maybe there's something that you didn't do in Bali the first time around, where you've got that second chance to do that. Around the top end to Darwin, to Cairns and to Airlie for the reef, before arriving 15 nights later back in Brisbane. It's a phenomenal holiday, and again, it needs snapping up as quickly as you possibly can. Here's everything that's included. Check out your upgrade prices as well to go to balcony. I always think, right, okay, look at the number of nights and then look at the upgrade price, and you just think to yourself, if you can, you should. You absolutely should, because then you're getting the greatest cruise anyway. You're getting a wonderful time away. You're getting those 2 hotel stays there. I mean, Bali and Singapore, and a 15-night cruise all in one. Feels like a real treat anyway, doesn't it? But for that price tag, we offer you the greatest value for money. Talk to our team today here in Oz, 1300 411 968. Call today and get that booked as quickly as you can. Remember, a deposit today will secure it for you. And it is well worth doing if you think about it. What a lot of people are doing right now, the greatest thing about arranging your holidays in advance is the fact that you have more control and more choice over where your cabin will be. If you've got a particular preference as well, you're taking advantage of some amazing buying power with us here at CruiseAway as well. We've been in the cruise travel business for over 25 years, and that really counts for something when it comes to offers like this, because it means our relationships with the cruise lines is just that much stronger and that much greater and that much more established as well. Now, as well as our team to talk to on the phone lines, of course, you can always have a good peruse of all the offers right here.
When you log on to cruiseaway.com.au, you're opening up the virtual brochure on over 9,000 cruise holidays. If you've seen a cruise on TV, just search the cruise ID here to find out more details, upgrade options, and to book online. If you're looking for inspiration, you can search by destination, departure port, cruise line, cruise ship, or cruise style. Plus, we've got an incredible selection of last-minute deals, all-inclusive cruises, and early bird specials you can't afford to miss. Log on now to cruiseaway.com.au. Your next dream holiday is only a click away.
And listen, just as easily, if you don't do websites whatsoever and you just think, right, I want to go to the Caribbean in February with this cruise line, just call us, we'll make it happen. Not a problem whatsoever. But of course, the website is there wherever you are. You know, if you sat in the bus or you sat in the car or whatever, and you're just waiting and you just think, I'm just going to have a look for a holiday. CruiseAway.com.au is the place to be. Right, one final dream away for you with Carnival in this show, and it's an Asian adventure, already booking up fast, and it's in February in 2027. So we need to be quick about this. Remember, a low deposit will clinch the price today. And we kick off your 12-night trip by flying first from Sydney over to Singapore. A little bit of a gateway, of course, isn't it, where a lot of cruises start and end, and we're staying here for 2 nights in a hotel. I just think that the variety that you have in Singapore deserves some time, you know, spent there, doesn't it, Jo, really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just an absolutely beautifully clean city as well. Then we're cruising. It's time to cruise on board the Carnival Adventure for 9 nights. And of course, the best of Australia meets Carnival with this new rebranding being added to the Carnival fleet from P&O Australia. So you've got all your favourite deck games and parties and all of that stuff. Carnival really does put the F in fun. I mean, it's literally the original fun ship brand, so expect all of the crazy games and fun throughout the day, and it is literally throughout the day, whether you're up at the pool, you know, or even at the crack of dawn. They'll be doing something with, like, you know, the walk around the deck. You know, people are always wanting to get you in the spirit on Carnival. The cruise staff, of course, are great for that, and the cruise director too, and they do a lot of evening activities that you can participate in. If you love a game show, Carnival are known for it. They're notorious for it. Equally, you've got, of course, the featured shows from the onboard cast, but then they'll have lots of guest acts too, and a lot of your favourite musicians from Australia. And of course, you know, this is why it's something that we are familiar with, but also is new and exciting as well. So I love that. Then, we're talking about food. When it comes to food, you've got, I mean, the thing Carnival does so well is hearty comfort food. So you will find a lot of familiar favourites on board. You know, brilliant pizza and burgers, for example. But when it comes to fine dining, same thing. You know, you've got the same level that you would expect from their comfort food, but in fine dining. And then, you know, whether you would want a nice juicy steak or some pan-fried gnocchi, you know, a crab omelette, you can head to Luke Mangan's Salt Bar and Grill, which, you know, using some of the finest local ingredients too, which is important. And then you've got the Trattoria, which is kind of your rustic Italian style, just to name a few. Brilliant. Well, when it comes to shopping too, when you're on a cruise, this is where you can pick up some nice little tax and duty-free deals. You know, whether it's fragrance, jewellery, fine watches, handbags. Because I think this is going to attract a lot of first-time cruisers, this itinerary. So it's always good to know that, you know, when you're on board, you can do a spot of shopping as well. And just like what we love to do the mostly on a cruise, which is just sit and enjoy the sunshine out on deck. Get in the pool, get in the hot tub. We're cruising out of Singapore, and first up, we're heading into Koh Samui. Thai paradise, as I like to call it. Now, right down in the archipelagos of Thailand, you've got incredible beaches. You also have the Ang Song Marine Reserve, which I'd recommend doing a day trip of, where you could snorkel and kayak. Then it's Bangkok. Of course, the Thai capital is full of some beautiful temples, lovely culture, wonderful shopping. If you want the authentic experience, you've got to head out on a tuk-tuk and, you know, get out there on the streets. Sihanoukville in Cambodia awaits us next. You know, this is an amazing port for seeing the local community of Cambodia, maybe going to a, you know, cultural village to learn about the history as well. You can do an excursion to that. Ho Chi Minh's next up. This was once known as Saigon. You've got the Cu Chi tunnels, the subterranean tunnels under the city, which are fascinating to learn about. You can do a guided tour of that. The Mekong Delta's not far either. You know, you can just do the traditional mangrove you know, cruise. We're back into Singapore then, and we'll fly you back to Oz after your wonderful adventure of the East.
I love that picture. Where is that picture? It looks wonderful. Is it Bangkok, is it? That is wonderful, isn't it? I mean, just like a riot of colour. And see, that another great thing about these cruise holidays is going to discover new places, new cities, new cultures, new colours, new flavours. And that's why I think Joe is quite right. I think this is definitely one for the first timers. Maybe you've cruised on these ships before and you're thinking, okay, well, I did that just around the doorstep. You just did it around Oz. And now it's time to venture out that little bit further. Or maybe it's just for those of you that love to be super organised and have your cruises booked far ahead. Remember, this 12-night trip is for February in 2027 and it's already proving very, very popular. I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Look. That'll be why. That'll be why. Because if you were trying to, well, listen, I mean, you're always at liberty to go around and look on the internet and see. And how do I get from here to here, to there, to there, to there? All the places this cruise is going to. It's crazy. And this price lands you a great combo cruise and stay getaway. So it includes your flights to and from Singapore, a 2-night hotel stay there before you cruise, and then your wonderful Carnival adventure trip over 9 nights, enjoying the fun atmosphere on board with something for everyone to enjoy and some fascinating ports to visit, like Koh Samui and Bangkok in Thailand. You may never have been to Thailand before. Enjoy charming Sihanoukville in Cambodia and Phu Mai, the gateway to fascinating Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Incredible. Talk to our team about getting this booked today and getting this price locked in with a low deposit right now. Here's everything that's included. It's brilliant. It also means if you get your deposit in today, the holiday starts today because you know it's happening. Yeah, sure, it's the start of 2027, but you know it's coming. You know it's down the line. You'll take many holidays before then, I'm sure. Well, I hope so anyway. I hope you take a holiday before February in 2027. Or our work here has been in vain. Holidays are good for you, aren't they? I'm no doctor. I have no certificate. I'm not medically qualified, but holidays are good for you, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be good for you. Gotta be good for broadening the horizons, seeing other cultures, seeing life from a different point of view. It's amazing to do. It really is. They do say that travel broadens the mind, and I always thought that was just, you know, one of those things that you see on the internet. Travel broadens the mind, you know, like
it does.
Smiling makes your day. But then when you do it...
It also does.
That's true. But when you do travel, it does wake you up. It does show you a different part of you as well. It's amazing to do. Might change your life completely and utterly. It's amazing.
Well, we're practitioners of adventure here, aren't we?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. We're good with our hands. Well, actually, I'm no good with my hands, but I'm good with the information. Good with the prices as well, right?
I mean, these prices are just the reason, the incentive for you to book that dream trip finally. Put the deposit down. And like you said, the holiday starts really the moment you book it because you're planting the seed, aren't you? You've got it to look forward to. The countdown is on. And it's within easy reach. With what we offer you here at CruiseAway. So get booking, get looking at all these trips online.
Absolutely. And join us every day for more fabulous and brilliant ideas. See you soon.
Catch you later.